People don't switch up because you changed. They switch up because they finally realize you won't play small anymore. Here's the truth nobody warns you about. The moment you decide to level up, jealousy would enter the chat before success even fully arrives. Not because you did anything wrong, but because your growth exposes what other people are trying to hide. So if you've been feeling that weird distance, the subtle shade, or silent competition, you're not imagining it. Your evolution just made the room honest. Understand this: growth doesn't announce itself with fireworks. It shows up quietly in new habits, new decisions, new boundaries. You don't even have to say anything. People can feel when your spirit upgrades. That's why they react before you even reveal anything. There's always a moment like this. You level up silently, and the atmosphere reacts louder than your words ever did. You start moving with purpose, and suddenly people who once cheered fall strangely quiet. That's when you learn. Elevation exposes energy. They stop clapping because they think your success writes their story. But jealousy isn't about what you have. It's about what your life reminds someone of. Your discipline reminds them of their excuses. Your courage reminds them of their fear. Your growth reminds them that staying stuck was a choice. I want you to think of jealousy like a mirror. When people look at you, they don't really see you. They see what they haven't done yet. And mirrors don't lie. They just reflect. When you start posting wins, they feel their own procrastination staring back. That's why envy burns. It's not about your light. It's about their shadow. I used to second guess myself. I wondered if I was being too sensitive or overreacting. But patterns, they don't lie. When the same people go silent every time you elevate, that's not coincidence. That's clarity. And here's the part people don't like to admit. They don't want your success. They want the feeling you now walk in. Jealousy isn't always loud. Sometimes it shows up as dry support, slow replies, or fake congratulations. It's the quiet shift that says, you changed, when really, you just started believing in yourself. When you level up, the dynamic shifts. You're no longer side by side. Now there's comparison. Some people didn't love you. They love being ahead of you. The moment you stop being predictable, the mask fell off. Have you ever shared good news and felt the air change? You go from celebration to silence in seconds. You start asking yourself, dang, should I have kept that to myself? That hesitation is what jealousy creates. It makes joy feel unsafe. And here's the truth. Your light didn't dim theirs. It just showed they were never shining for real. It's wild how quickly people shift when your elevation threatens the story they built. Some people were rooting for you as long as you stayed behind them. When you evolve, it doesn't just change your life. It changes the entire ecosystem around you. Some people were only comfortable because you were stuck. Your glow disrupts the hierarchy they built in their head. Every circle has unspoken roles. The one who struggles, the one who dreams, the one who never changes. The moment you grow, the script falls apart. They don't miss the old you, they miss the version of you that made them feel bigger. Growth is confronting. It forces people to look at their own stillness. Your elevation highlights their stagnation. Some people were never attached to you. They were attached to the version of you that didn't challenge them. And here's where most people mess up. They start shrinking to fit back into roles they outgrew. They start explaining themselves. They start softening their wins. They start apologizing for their evolution. But listen here. You don't argue with insecurity. You outgrow it. It's tempting to prove you're still humble, to reassure people you haven't changed. But the truth is, you have. And you were supposed to. You worked too hard to stay small just to keep other people comfortable. Growth requires boundaries. Peace requires silence. Every minute you spend explaining is energy you could be using to expand. The right response isn't defending yourself, it's creating distance for yourself. You stop fighting to be understood and start protecting your focus. And yes, it feels hard at first because minimizing yourself used to feel like safety. Silence used to feel like peace, and overgiving used to feel like love. But elevation requires release. And the moment you stop shrinking, the version of you they could control is gone forever. Jealousy is not a crisis, it's confirmation. If nobody is bothered, you're not evolving. You're just staying familiar. Jealousy means your frequency change, and not everyone's ready for that channel. When they go silent, that's confirmation. When they distance themselves, that's confirmation. Those little shady comments, oh yeah, also confirmation. It hurts at first, but then it clicks. Jealousy means you stop being the version of you that made them feel safe. So instead of asking why me, start saying thank you. Because envy is evidence that growth is visible. Jealousy ain't hate, but let's be real, it sure isn't love either. They're mourning a version of you that protected their ego at the cost of your identity. So drop a star in the comments below if you ever felt someone's energy shift the moment you started elevating. You're not imagining it, your evolution made the room honest. So the next time you feel someone switch up, don't question yourself. Question why your growth made them uncomfortable in the first place. Jealousy is just the echo of who they thought you'll always be. Keep leveling up anyway. Keep shining anyway. Because every time you rise, the right people rise with you. And if you're ready to grow through that weird energy, go ahead and stay close. You're in the right place.